Dragon Beast enthusiasts, we have the Saber Beast armor on the Smilodon Populator with Dragolina. Let's go! We have the entire Saber Beast line right here with Dragolina from the Dragon Clan, the box for the Smilodon Populator, which is her Smilodon Populator. It's popular, the Populator. And then of course we have the Saber Beast armor unit in this box, and this thing looks incredible. But first we're gonna start with Dragolina. So with Dragolina, you get this awesome package. On the front has all of the Cyberzoic cool art with this awesome portrait done by JP. You have her with her screaming face, call it her warrior look, very cool. And then you have her in the box. The armor looks insane, the weapons look great, the shield is beautiful, and this really cool emerald green on the armor really stands out. I want to get her out of the package, but first we gotta look at the back. Look how cool this is. You have the Cyberzoic, whoa, Dragon Clan. Look at her, look how mean she looks. That's her screaming face, so you can get this awesome pose with the Razor Hound. How cool is that? Dragon Clan, Dragolina, she's a commander. You got the Saber Beast unit on the Smilodon with some other awesome figures in the Cyberzoic line. What's on the bottom? Nothing but a footer. And you know what's really cool? After I did Argentius, I was super upset with tearing that box up. Dave called me and he said, "Chris, I told you how to open that package." And I said, "I don't remember that, Dave." And he goes, "Yeah, you open it from the bottom." And I said, "Oh, cool, Dave. You should have reminded me earlier, Dave." So you can open it right here and it should open pretty easily. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, brother. Look at that. Oh, yes. Wait, am I doing it right? Yes, I am. Cool beans. And this way, we don't... Oh, I'm still destroying it a little bit. No! It's so sad, but here's a cool card. Let's go ahead and look at this first. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. Why is it so difficult? Coffee. Cool. Awesome. In that package came the Dragon Clan logo on the front and the actual Zoic playing card on the back side, and also the stand for Dragolina. It's cool because if you look, it says Cyberzoic on it. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I can see it pretty well. Look how beautiful it is. So it has her name, real name. I was so confused. I was like, no, it's Dragolina. Helena, and that's really important because of the story. You'll figure out why. Look how cool this is. This art was done by JP, and he killed it. She's a warrior commander. Skills are melee combat, martial arts, and telepathy. She has telepathy? I didn't know that. What? Birthplace, Armathor, Neo, Europe. And she's 5'11", 140 pounds. She is jacked. And her card ability is Call of the Wild, which is you search your deck for a beast up to 3 bronze and place it in your hand. Shuffle the deck once complete. Dave's gonna call me up and be like, "Chris, why does that look so bad? What were you thinking?" I'm like, "Dave, toys." So you get this awesome clamshell, and I really love how this looks. It works so well and just looks so cool. Let's open it up. Ah, I always do that. Everything pops out. It's so annoying. And you know what? Just let's push everything out. It's already happened. We're good. Now we have her in all of her glory. And now she does have some pretty tight joints. So it is highly recommended that you use a hairdryer. So I'm going to go ahead and use a hairdryer really quick to loosen her up so that I can get some awesome poses out of her and check her out and talk about this great paint and articulation. Okay. Let's check now the head. Very nice. Shoulders. Her shoulder armor is actually connected at the shoulder, but you still get great range of motion, and you can pull them all the way up because it is a softer plastic. And we just heated it up, so it's going to be super soft. Look at that. Very nice. Very cool. Make sure I get some rotation. I'm going to loosen up all these joints really quick so we can play with her. There we go. Look at that butt kick in action. Literally all the way back to her butt. And that's why it's so important to make sure you do get a hairdryer on this or some type of heat so that you can really loosen these pieces up and make sure she gets all this rotation. I really love her neck too. Her chin covers up her neck so it looks like she's actually got real human movements. Look how beautiful that is. Before we talk about the articulation though, I really want to go through and just talk about this armor in this color. The armor coloration is on point. You have these awesome emerald greens and the different contrasts look amazing. She has this really, really nice emerald green on her chest that really stands out, and a few other places are highlighted with it. You then have a darker one on her shoulder gauntlets, shoulder pads, what do you want to call these? And it just flows so beautifully throughout this figure. Everything stands out, and then you have this dark forest green also on the armor, so you can really see her. I love her hair as well. Look how long it is, and it goes all the way through to the back. Everything stands out with her cool emerald headpiece that just looks amazing. You have all these different greens that really make everything pop, and you can tell she's ready to box. You do get a crazy amount of accessories that I blew around with the hairdryer, so let me find some of these. So you get her gripping hands. You see little gripping hands, they're tiny. You get her open hands, so she can slap you around if you make her mad. These cool little gloves on it. And then you also get 2 different swords. I like these a lot. Along with an awesome shield. And look at that dragon head on there. I really love that. That was such a nice touch. With the back of it, look how good the back looks. You can really see the attention to detail in all these parts, and they are beautiful. I love the details on these things. So now that we've seen the accessories, let's go ahead and talk about articulation. The heads do come off. They have a ball joint underneath, and it's easy if you just pull them straight off like that. You can see there is a socket in there, and the ball joint's right there, and you just put the other head on. Nice. You get really good range down and up, and then you can turn it all the way around. You could do 360 on it like this, but that's just super creepy. She has a disc swivel in the shoulder, so you can get 360 rotation and articulation. You have a disc swivel at the elbow for 90 degrees, and you can still get the 360 rotation there as well. You also have a barbell in the arm, so that these arm joints, hand joints, can rotate 360 and get good articulation as well, so you can interchange them with other parts. You know what, I'm gonna put a grippy one in there because we're gonna change it out to a grippy hand pretty soon. You just push it right in. You also have a seamless joint in the torso. Look at this. You can't even tell it's there, and it looks realistic. You can get 360 rotation out of that, but look at that. That's incredible. I have never seen that on a figure look so smooth. And because these straps are here, it just looks like it's natural. Wow, good job on that. You do have a barbell for the hips and a swivel in the thigh, so you can get crazy poses out of her as well. The armor down here is a soft, flexible material, so you can get all the range of motions you want out of it. This is insane. You have the disc with a double jointed hinge in it, so you can kick her butt. Look at that. Kick you in the face, bro. That's awesome. You also have a disc swivel for the foot, so the ankle, look at this. You can do whatever pose you want, and it looks good, and you get good articulation. These figures are insane. If you haven't seen these figures yet, the Cyberzoic 1/18 scale humans are wild. I am so impressed with the articulation in these. Not only that, but the accessories you get with them, so you can do any pose, which we're gonna do now. So what I like to do, we're gonna actually open up this hand. What I like to do is I like to put my fingernail in it and actually pull the fingers open, and it gives you like 4 seconds to grab whatever you need to slide it in. Nice. And this hand, we're gonna take it off. We're gonna find her other grippy hand. We're gonna open it up again. We're gonna put the thumb is up, sword is down. Oh yeah, brother. Get in there. Nice. Nice. Now we can do some crazy little poses to get you guys excited for what's to come. Look at this. I'm actually having a great time playing with her. She looks awesome. Super clean character. And then you can also take the shield and put it in the back holster right here. Look at this. Ah, look how easy that is. We can get her stand. I threw her stand somewhere. Oh, it's right here. This right here. I'm going to put the stand on her foot. Sprinting full speed to go attack some villains in Cyberzoic. Maybe she's looking for some lunch. Who knows? Super cool. Look at that. And now we can talk about the Saber Beast unit. This thing is absolutely wild, and I'm so excited to open it. You have the front of the box that looks great, impressive, has a Saber Beast unit, and it's an armor type for the Dragon Clan, and it is a combat class. Very awesome. What's cool about this is that you don't have to have all the armor pieces on there, and I'll show you that later. It is, again, from the Dragon Clan. Saber Beast, Cyberzoic, 1/12 scale, Smilodon. Because remember, in the story, the Smilodon was genetically engineered to fight dragons. On the back, you have the awesome armor on it with Dragolina, with the awesome blast effect accessories, the Smilodon Populator figure with Dragalina, which we just saw, and she is incredibly awesome. Armor specs and additional action figure features. That was a tongue twister. On the bottom of the box, this is my favorite part of this entire thing, because, hey guys, guess what? Art director David Silva, designed by Ross Persichetti, sculpted and painted by Chris Chaotic Albers. Prototype Chris Chaotic Albers. Oh my gosh, who was that? He must be super Cool. I'm super excited for that guy. He must be very proud of this. Package Ralph Lamotan and packaging by Stephen Melick, and they are all incredible people. Let's go ahead and open this. Chris, do not destroy the figure packaging. Let's go ahead and pull everything out. Oh yeah, baby. Look at this. It's in a nice clamshell so nothing falls apart with the awesome background. And what's really cool about this is on the flip side, oh, how cool is that? Look at the lizard dragon. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. I love that thing. I cannot wait to get that action figure. It is going to blow my mind and my world. Oh, before we get too far, we also have the card that comes in here. Oh, look at this. It's the actual card that you can play in Zoic. And on the flip side, you have the card that works. This is the Saber Beast armor unit, and it says Savage Protection. What does that mean? It means if an active beast is equipped with Saber Beast armor, deflect any one incoming attack back towards an enemy beast. Discard card after use. Awesome. You also have the instructions for this. It's the Saber Beast. Saber Beast. And we'll go through all these steps very soon. They're pretty big. And it tells you how to do the ears. The ears. The ear. You should open it. Hopefully nothing falls out. Is there tape all around the sides? There's always tape all around it. I don't know why. I even question it now. Happy I'm a sane person, because if I was not sane, I would be insane. Cool. Okay, we gotta do this gently because I want to show you guys how cool this thing is. Which way is the top? This is the top. So this is the bottom. There are so many clamshell pieces around me right now, and hopefully nothing falls out. Ah, no, don't do it. I was so close. You get all the parts in here. Here's the main accessories. You can see the helmet, the belly strap, the armor on top, the saddle looks incredible, and the butt piece. Very nice. A little secret, Ross had to help me with this because I could not see his vision, so he helped sculpt that. He did a really good job. But look how cool these parts are, and we're dumping them out. So you have the butt piece, the saddle piece, you have the guns that are telescoping, mayhem, madness. Oh, that's such a cool feature. That fits the blast effects right inside, and they line up with these parts. And when I designed these, Dave had some great direction because I was going crazy making laser beams and craziness and awesome, weird lightning bolts. And it came out so good. Look at this. Awesome. So put that here. You also get these cool mounting guns that you can put on the saddle right there or on the shin guards right here. Then you also can do the same thing with these blades. You can put them on the shin guards up front, or you can put them here, or even on the sides if you really like. But you can also put the gun. Oh, does this mean I can put the guns on the legs? Shut the front door. Holy mackerels. You also get all these cool little blast effects that come with it so that you can put them inside of here. Look at that. Oh, and that's such a great fit. They don't come out. This is beautiful. So you can have a lot of customization on this set, and it's awesome. You also have these handlebars. So the saddle part goes in here. I did this and I don't even remember. How funny is that? Look at that. Oh, this looks incredibly good. And then if you want, you can take off these pieces and you just slide in the handlebars on the back of here. Oh, and they fit in there so nicely. Oh my goodness gracious, that is beautiful. I love that so much. Oh, I'm so proud of this. I don't know if you guys realize how proud I am of this. This looks amazing. Ooh, I'm just gonna set it on you for a second just to get a feel for it. Oh, it's beautiful. I like it too. Enough playing with it. We gotta focus here. Let's go ahead and put it on the turntable. Chasing. It's like she's chasing it. Run. Boom! Dragalina and her Smilodon companion right here. The Smilodon you already know about. We've had previews on this guy twice now because we had the Beast of Cenozoic and the Cyberzoic Smilodon, which is right here. Now, what's really cool is we also have the armor set. So to begin, we have the instructions right here, and they unfold into this massive, awesome paper. And you can use this if you wanted to as a poster. It's so cool. And it goes through all the steps. There are 10 steps. It's only 10 steps, so it's pretty easy, but it shows you how to do everything. So we're gonna start at the very top up here, put the saddle on and move our way down, and I'll go through all the awesome action figure features of this guy. That's a tongue twister. Action figure features, let's go! So step one is to grab the saddle. This is the saddle. Look at those details. It looks so good. And we're just gonna put it right here on the Smilodon. Now, the second step is to grab this piece. This is the harness that goes underneath it, and it's super easy to tell the front because it has this big fin piece right here. So that is the front. So all I'm gonna do is put this under here. I wanna make sure that these little clips on the bottom of the saddle you can see right there and right there, actually fit onto it. So I got one side and I got two sides. Now they're both on there, and it says to go ahead and do that. I'll put that back at this end so it's easy to put on, and then slide it forward. Nice, now it's super tight and you don't have to worry about it coming off. That's what I love about these pressure fit parts, is that once you get them together and you put them on the dynos, they don't come off and they're very snug. And what's so cool about this is, if you really want, you don't need to put on the other armor. You can have this just be a saddle. So let me take off some of Dragolina's accessories here. And her sword can go in her backpack. And then we can just go ahead and put her on the saddle. Oops, sorry, Smilodon. Just like that. I love too that the legs have this awesome thigh swivel. So you really do get a really relaxed, good look. Look at that. Ooh, pretty, I love it. Oh, cool. So the instructions are broken up. So we just did this top one up here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is just to put on the saddle. So that way it's super easy. Now after you have the saddle on, it tells you can take off the ears depending on which configuration you want, but you need to have these front facing ears on in order to put the helmet on. And that's how we created this. When I was sculpting the helmet, I designed it so that it would fit perfectly with these front facing ears. And that's how we came to the realization that we had to have interchangeable ears so that we can have this helmet fit on both heads. Cool. So the helmet, as you just saw, you just take these parts off, and they have little mushroom pegs in them right there. And it fits into these little tiny holes right there and there. And this back part slides over the head. You just take this helmet piece and you just slide it on so that those pieces go behind the ears. Nice, and it's a tight, snug fit. The next part is to take these pieces and fit the ears inside that little hole and to place it on and put those two little mushroom pegs through their required spots. Man, that fits really well. And if you get lost, it's super easy. There is a R inside of the right one and an L inside the left one. And you just find the holes, the ear, and then you push it all together. Nice. Once the helmet is on and it looks fabulous, you can go ahead and put the shin guards on. These are super easy as well because the little porthole will always go on the outside and they're a tight, easy fit. I put it on the back side first because it's smaller back there. We're gonna do the next one. I wonder if you can do it from the front just as easy. Let's try it from the front and just see if it's as easy. Oh, it is, look at that. And they just pop on. It's already looking awesome. Step 7 is to make sure that you have this guy right here. This is the shell piece. And this part is awesome. It only goes one way. This part faces forward and there's a little hole in here. When we designed this saddle, Ross and I were going back and forth to figure out how to make this piece look like a horn, and we came up with this design. It looks really cool, saddle horn that fits into this part right here. So I'm gonna find it in here, line it up. I'm just gonna push it on tight. Cool, look how beefy he already looks. Look how awesome that is. Number 9 is putting on this piece. Look how beautiful this is. Looks great, and it fits on the back with this little part right here. This little piece that's right there, that little nub, goes right into that little hole on the back of the saddle. And you just push her in like this. Ta-da, look at that. Now this is the fun part. You can leave these on here, and these are like little straps that just look awesome, or you can take them off, and that's where the handlebars go, and we're gonna take them off. They just come out, it's got a nice little ball joint there for you on both sides, so it's easy to remove. There's the second one, and then the handles are super easy. You want them to be facing so that they're like this. They're little hooks, and this is the inside piece. So this one would be the right side, and they fit in very, very well. And this one would, whoops, sorry, Dragalina, the left side. Oh, they look so cool. Like extra little fins, I love it. Once you do step 10, now it's just to accessory building. And you can put these accessories any way you want. You get these awesome blast cannons that go in the back or the front, and they telescopic, look awesome. Look how cool that is. So we'll go ahead and put this one on because these are some of my favorite parts of this whole entire build. And let's go ahead and put the other one on. Oh my goodness, oh my gracious. Golly gee willikers. Now, for these, we actually have these knife razors that go on the back side. On the Kickstarter exclusive, they're flip-flopped. And we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. And we're gonna put this one on this side. I'm gonna do it like this so you guys can see how I'm doing this. Because it takes a little bit of pressure to get them in, which is really nice because you want a tight fit. Oh, listen to that plastic. Love it. And then I already put the fire accessories, blast effects inside of this one. You can take them out, and these go on the forelimbs. And you know what? I'm gonna take them out and I'm gonna put them on the forelimbs. I like to put it so that the triangles are more closer to the top. You can't really see it. When you do get yours, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Put that on there. Nice. This is so cool. Look at this. Ah, it's the Smilodon Saber Beast with Dragolina. Ah, it's all of its glory. This fits down. Oh, you know what? Maybe I want her legs to go back further. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided how I want her to look on this thing. And these are cool because these are softer plastic, the handlebars, so you don't have to worry about ruining them. I'm gonna do it with the other one too. Just so that I don't have to worry about it in the future. I love how well the saddle fits on this guy, so you don't have to worry about it moving around. Oh my gosh. How flippin' cool is that? Ah! I am losing my mind over this. This looks so good. I like this even more than the Dragon Slayer armor, but it's probably because I sculpted it. I'm blown away by how cool this is. I want to get him in his like jumping, lunging look. And you can move this around and it works just fine. And that's what these are made for. These are made to pose and play. How flipping cool is this? You guys ready for this? Because it's awesome. But look at this. I'm just holding this and playing with it, and it doesn't come apart, you guys. It's awesome. I'm gonna take the head off like that, put this here. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to put this other helmet on. Again, you just take the helmet off, you just slide it off like that. And while I'm doing that, I just came with an idea. So on this head, you can't have these backward facing ears and get the helmet on. You just take them off and you put these ears on. Now you may be thinking, why even put the ears on if I have to have one size? Why not just leave them off and it's easier to put the helmet on? Well, you are right and you are wrong, because without the ears, the helmet has no natural gripping points and it just slides off. That's why you want the forward-facing ears. And look how good it fits on there. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're just gonna slide it back on. There we go, heard the pop. Oh, and it fits so well on this head. Look how well this fits together, by the way. Ta-da! And now I'm gonna have her doing her warrior pose stuff. Let's take off this so I can get her back on the saddle easily. Make him standing strong because he's gotta fire these cannons. And remember, these blast effects have these little tiny triangle cutouts right there on both sides, and that's how you know how to put them into these. Let's go. Let's talk about the card art. You have this awesome illustration done by Ralph Lamotan. You also have this awesome portrait done by JP. I feel like we've already shown this poses off just with Dragolina riding the Smilodon. So I came up with an even cooler card pose for this guy. So other than having these awesome boxes that look great, if you look right here at this awesome illustration, it's Dragolina fighting the Razor Hounds. Now in this picture, the Smilodon doesn't have its armor on, but I love the armor, so we're gonna keep it on. But we're gonna make this pose. We need to take Dragolina off of here. Now I need to get her swords, and she does like a reverse grip on these. So she kind of looks like this. And the one she's going after looks more gray. So we're gonna use this prototype of the Razor Hound. Goes like that, and then she's stabbing down on it. And then her Smilodon is running this way. And we can put this other Razor Hound over here getting blasted. What's cool is that you can move and put these in all these different poses with all the armor on them. And don't be scared to do that. These guys are made to be played with. Walking and blasting. That looks so cool. Oh my gosh. This is the actual action figure preview coming soon. I put Dietrich in the back of his neck because I think it looks cool. It looks like he has like a frill. We have the coolest setup ever. Spino, please put this picture above so everyone can view it while I do the turntable for this. Let's go. Creative Beast enthusiasts, what did you think of Dragolina, the Saber Beast armor, and the Smilodon Populator? I was more than thrilled to go through this preview because I sculpted the armor for this. Ross designed it, and he helped me a lot with this to get this perfect. It's incredible to see in person. I love it. I also got to design and sculpt these blast effects, and look how cool they are. If you want to get yours, you can pick up this whole set and get a great discount on it right now on our website, www.creative-beast.com. Thank you all for watching, And don't forget, y'all, from the prehistoric to the fantastic, Saber Beast Studio!